Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of the Blackbird Grimoire. Welcome back to our series on the Havamal, where we examine it verse by verse. And we're going to begin today by looking at three different translations of verse 118. The first is from Olive Bray. I counsel thee, stray singer, accept my counsels. They will be thy boon if thou obey'st them. They will work thy weal if thou winst them. Hast thou a friend whom thou trustest well? Fare thou to find him oft. For with brushwood grows, and with grasses high, the path where no foot doth pass. Now the translation from Vikinger.org puts it this way. If thou knowest thou hast a friend, thou whom thou well canst trust, go oft to visit him, for with brushwood overgrown and with high grass is the way that no one treads. And our final translation comes from Bellows, which reads, If you know a friend you can fully trust, go often to his house. Grass and brambles grow quickly upon the untrodden track. So, let's talk about true friendship. Genuine friends who are trustworthy, reliable people, they are more precious than gold. And these days they are very rare because we have so many distractions that really prevent us from forming close ties with other human beings. And of course, with social media, I think it has had the undeniable effect of making all human relations a lot more shallow and a lot more replaceable, or at least we have the illusion of people being replaceable because, oh, if I don't get along with that person, well, there's a billion other people on social media I could interact with. And so we are not taking the time to form friendships the way that we should, which is something I dare say all of us really do need to work on. But once we do have a close friendship, those bonds have to be nurtured in order to endure. They're not going to just continue to exist without, looking after them. Time, attention, companionship for its own sake, that creates a shared history between people. And that shared history can mean a great deal. It creates loyalty through thick and thin. People aren't just acquaintances, they become true kindred spirits. They are part of the fabric of each other's lives. And that has great meaning. So we do have to take the initiative because passivity is the death of all connection, whether we are talking about between humans or between ourselves and the gods. So we have to make the effort. And that means oftentimes we have to overcome our personal feelings of social awkwardness. And if that's you, rest assured, that's me too. I'm not good at that either. I don't think the lockdowns from the COVID era helped any of us improve our skills. So it's difficult. It's hard to get back into that groove. And for a lot of people, particularly of the younger generation, many of them have never been in a situation where they actually had to form human bonds, not in any real way. Their whole lives have been far too digital. So learning to deal with other humans, that's difficult. And also in this vein, we also need to learn how to reciprocate when someone is reaching out to us and to overcome the mindset of, oh, well, I'll reach out to them later, or they don't really want to hear from me, or, oh, it's been too long, I should probably just leave well enough alone. We have to overcome that as well. Lots of challenges. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it and pretend that it's easy or comfortable for anyone. I'm only saying it's necessary and it's to our benefit to do this because we do need friends. And because we are in tough times and things are getting rough, it becomes more important that we have friends and that they are real, genuine friends. Because as we face these difficulties that will be coming to us in the coming years, it's so much better to rely upon previously established relationships than it is to just start from scratch. Wait for the really hard times to arrive and like, oh, yes, I want to be friends now. Do you? Do you? Where were you when it was a little bit easier? When did you show that give and take with people when it would have been easier? Why would anyone think you're going to be reliable now that things are hard? And then, because it's not just about making things a little bit easier when times are hard. All things pass. The pendulum swings back, the wheel turns, and eventually things will be back on the upswing. And when that occurs, or when we have personal victories, it's really nice to have friends to celebrate with, to share that feeling of good fortune, to reaffirm that good things do indeed happen. And let's also think about survival. If we have good friends, that can make the difference in hard times between literal life and death. This was very true for our ancestors, and I suspect we might experience firsthand how that could be very true for us as well. Because in times of instability, that's doubly true. And we are in an era of increased instability, with probably more on the way. So we should nurture worthwhile relationships as much as we possibly can, because we don't know how soon we might need them more than we could have ever imagined possible. So, those are a few sobering thoughts to take with you on this Wednesday morning. Let me know your own reactions to this verse and just your thoughts in general about this in the comment section below, or send me an email at brigantiablackmail@protonmail.com, and we'll have a discussion there. But that's what I have for you this week. Next week we'll be going on to verse 119, so please do come back for that, and I will see you then. Bye.